Today we're making pizza. Sourdough pizza, obviously. So, let's get into it. Oh, just quickly, I've made a series about building the pizza oven. Link is in the description. And if you don't know what a sourdough starter is, there's a link down there for that too. Let's get started. You're going to need 500 grams of flour, 300 grams of water. These are your foundations. Check. 50 grams of semolina for crunch. Check. 10 grams of salt for flavour. Check. 50 grams of olive oil for flavour and crunch. Check. 200 grams of an active sourdough starter for flavour and rise. Check. And finally, 1 cheeky gram of yeast for cheating. Check, check, check. Right, we're literally just going to mix this together until there's no dry bits. Okay, and that is it. We just cover it and put it in the fridge for 24 hours. Quick disclaimer, I finished the pizza oven only about a week ago, so I haven't had time to tweak this recipe and make it mine. So today's pizza dough is a combination from Patrick Ryan and Josh Weisman. Weisman. Links to those videos are down below. Okay, after 24 hours it should have proofed a little bit, have some good gluten, and look a little bit something like this. This is one I made yesterday. Flour your table a little bit. Just going to knock the air out. Into a ball. And then just divide it up into little pizza doughs. So 200 grams makes about 6. Okay, so if we go 200 grams, it should make 6. 240 grams, we're going to make 4. So these are a little bit bigger. So we're going to shape them. Literally like just grab the ends and pinch it into a little ball in the middle like a dumpling. Turn it over. A little bit of a round. Surface tension. Okay, so we're going to dust a tray with some flour and semolina. So as these are proofing, they don't stick. Bit of semolina. Place your dough balls in the tray. That one's a bit bigger, I don't know how that happened. And then a bit more flour. And semolina. And then we're going to leave them for an hour or two to proof. While that's happening, we can get our toppings ready and light a fire. Okay, so for our sauce, we're literally just going to blitz up a tin of tomatoes and some garlic cloves. bit of seasoning, and blitz it up. And that is it. Simple, yum. Okay, here's our proofed dough. We're gonna shape these now and get ready to make some pizza. Now, don't you dare use a rolling pin on this and squish out all the air out of this beautiful dough. We're just going to use our fingers very gently and shape it by hand. Just trying to keep a bit of a crust there, just pushing it out. Just using gravity to stretch it. Okay, going to generously sprinkle this board so that the pizza doesn't stick to it. Semolina is best because flour catches on fire and will burn your pizza instantly. So lots of semolina, so it acts like ball bearings. Just going to use gravity to stretch out our dough. And it should slide around pretty easily, a little bit too easily. So that's what we want. Now the trick here is to work really quickly and only build a pizza just before you're about to cook it, otherwise your dough will stick to your board and end up looking like a dog's breakfast. So we're going to add our pizza sauce that we made, the tomato, garlic and salt. So spread your sauce over and then add your toppings. I've got two favourite pizzas. Do this one first and then the dessert one later. So for now, I like to use chunks of prosciutto. Try and scrunch it up a bit so you get some crispy bits on top. Some sun-dried or semi-dried tomatoes. And some chunks of fresh mozzarella. I'll do a video on making fresh mozzarella in a not too distant video. And that is it. I'll add some more fresh ingredients afterwards once it's cooked. Now, we'll go over to the fire. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Oh wow. Okay, so now that it's cooked, here's what I like to do. A little bit of fresh basil. A little bit of red onion if you've got some. I forgot to get some. So, and now for the secret ingredient. Fresh honey from our own backyard. I'll be doing an introduction to suburban beekeeping in the next video, so hit subscribe if you want to see that. Stop it. Oh. That was a good pizza. Now for dessert. Woo! Next pizza, dessert. Now this is so filthy. Not even remotely paddock to plate. Just pure decadence. Let's go. Same thing. I'm just going to press into the middle. Oh, that last pizza, seriously. Did you see the way it puffed up in a couple of seconds? Best ever. I'm just going to use gravity to let it stretch. Do not want this to stick, so a bit of a test. That looks good. Right. Pure decadence. Some dollops of Nutella. Some chopped up banana. Oh, and finally, some marshmallows. Woo! Let's do it. Oh wow. Needless to say, I'm very happy with how all this turned out. Over the weekend we cranked out 13 pizzas in one night, and I can tell you that the two that I made today were probably the most popular. Although a special mention to a roast lemons at Zeke number, but I didn't do that today. For those wondering, I have had some cracking in the dome on the inside. I think it's pretty superficial. It sort of looks like it only goes through to the chicken wires. It's only about it doesn't go all the way through, so I'm pretty happy with how all that's turned out. If I were to do it all again, I'd try using perlite instead of vermiculite, as I've heard that it's less prone to cracking and a lot stronger. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.